Hello, everyone. My name is Amy Lee, and I'm a project manager here at IFI Professionals. I wanted to spend a little time with you today to go through our implementation process and how we ensure a seamless transition from the legacy ERP system to the Sage Intacct system, and how we can design the system in such a way that can help simplify and streamline your day-to-day processes. We start off by looking at your current system and practices to identify any aspects that you would like to retain, as well as any pain points that you would like addressed. From there, we'll work closely with your team and design some custom workflows for your business, such as your order to cash cycle, your purchasing, inventory, and so forth. We address any issues or any areas where we feel like we can save your team some time and avoid as much manual processing as possible. In one of my most recent implementations, a client struggled with tracking expected dues from their customers since they weren't able to invoice due to the fact that the amount is unknown until a later point. However, this caused the revenue to only be recognized upon receipt of the payment. So we were able to design a workflow to estimate the revenue for the time period until the dues were received, which also served as a flag for overdue collections, and so they no longer had to keep track of that on Excel. For another client, we were able to use a dynamic allocations tool to simplify the month-end process. Because previously they were using month-end entries to manually allocate the expenses, and the calculations had to be manually maintained in Excel as well. The dynamic allocations tool allowed them to make the allocations with the click of a button. They saved a lot of time during the month-end process and avoided a lot of possible formula errors that happen just far too often in Excel. We've also been able to save time in the billing process by automating the invoicing and revenue recognition based on the hours worked on a project. So this approach also allowed the client to see the labor costs associated to the project and had insight on its profitability. And so we're aware that not everyone is familiar with these tools or the terminology. So we do provide live training with the users and perform user acceptance testings on the various workflows and the tools to ensure that the team has a good understanding on how to use the system and how their input will ultimately affect their output. Now, once our client is comfortable with transacting the system and understand how to analyze the data, we are able to transition them over to our client success team. We work very closely with our client success team so that they're able to support our clients on an ongoing basis to answer any questions or address any needs that arise as the business grows. And recognize that each client is unique. And so with each implementation, we will develop our own unique approach to it as well. So if you have any questions about what we can do for you, feel free to reach out to us. And I really hope that I have the pleasure to work with you and your team someday. Thank you.